This might just be the tastiest Chinese vegetable dish ever. My dad's
白菜冬菇
braised mushrooms with bok choy. Today, you're gonna learn how to recreate this banquet staple right at home, starting with the star ingredient, dried shiitake mushrooms.
冬菇咧，我呢度係3個安士咁上下咯。除非你用多少少，你自己個人選擇呵。首先咧，冬菇洗咗佢先。
First, we'll rinse our dried shiitake mushrooms with room temperature water.
咁洗個面，表面上有啲塵喺度。
Nora and Emily from Patreon asks, are there brands of shiitake mushrooms that are safer that you prefer?
冬菇一般都係安全嘅，冬菇冇話經嘅啲農藥啊、化學肥料咁種嘅，佢係咁用咗啲菌咁發出嚟嘅，所以你食冬菇你好放心。我就係咁洗幾洗咁咪浸落。
即係唔會有話安全問題嘅考量。
冇安全食冬菇，你放心食就得啦。嗱，啲水係黃色嘅嗬，再洗佢一次。
We'll pour out the dirty water and rinse one more time.
嗱，我洗咗2次之後咧，我哋係用啲暖水浸佢。我哋浸冬菇時候啦，就唔好將啲睇水得太熱喎，暖暖地40度、50度咁就 OK 噶啦。浸住佢，浸過面一定要多啲水浸佢。
Now, we'll soak the mushrooms in warm water.
你最好就俾個嘢撳住佢，將佢擲住喺下邊。嗱，咁佢咧就容易浸開咗噶啦。半個鐘頭到就應該冇問題噶啦。當然你可以選擇浸耐啲，我亦都唔反對你。我就通常係咁做噶啦。而家拎開佢先啊。
For now, we'll set that aside to soak for at least 30 minutes.
呢個時候做咩咧？洗乾淨啲白菜先嚇。我哋咧之前咧咁切咗個頂。如果大棵嘅咧，大嘅咧，就可以咁分開佢喺中間。嗱，咁我可以搣一條出嚟，可以一齊咁做嗱。
We'll first cut off the thick ends of the stems, then in half lengthwise.
廣東餐館多數都係用呢隻白菜嚟做嘅，好多餐館咧，好多人咧就中意用呢隻白菜。呢隻就係上海小白菜嚟嘅，都係叫做白菜。但係我就選擇佢就咩咧？白得嚟個白菜啊嘛，啲葉對比上嚟，我中意佢青綠嘅呢個。呢個咧就係腍身啲，水分比較多啲。呢個咧就冇咁腍身嘅，爽啲。
Today, we're using baby bok choy for my dad's ideal plating of this dish, which you'll see later.
咁就好大碟菜啦，擺過嚟用啲水浸佢嗬，嚟洗佢。當然你或者可以洗乾淨先至切，浸佢一陣間就得啦。
While the bok choy soaks, we'll prepare the aromatics.
而家咧我哋用3粒蒜頭，啲蒜頭咧你喺佢兩邊咁捏住佢，捏就得㗎啦，好容易搣開，皮咪甩咯。中間都殼啦嚇，我哋咧中意切咗一塊蒜頭。
After peeling the garlic, we'll trim off the ends and slice each clove into 3 to 4 pieces.
有啲人選擇成粒咧佢就冇咁容易出味，咁我切開佢。薑咧就幾片就得啦，3、4塊就得啦。啲薑咧已經洗乾淨嘅，唔需要剝皮。
Now we'll cut 3 thin slices of ginger.
就咁切咗佢幾塊，就係咁多料啦。
We have all of these ingredients listed on our blog at madewithlao.com, along with step-by-step instructions and video clips to guide you as you make the recipe at home.
做完呢啲之後咧，就洗啲白菜留起佢。我哋洗白菜嘅時候咧，輕輕咁樣加住上邊啲白色嘅菜，咁洗佢，以防佢有啲沙入邊啊嘛。咁樣洗。
With the leaves pointing down, we'll wash the bok choy in the water.
咁動起佢就洗，唔好咁樣洗，知啦。咁樣洗，佢就會容易錯佢出嚟咯，係嘛？
We'll wash the rest of the bok choy the same way, making sure not to put already washed bok choy back in the water. Then we'll wash them one more time.
洗完一次之後咧，再裝嗰啲水，再洗過一次，洗佢一次。我哋拎佢落嚟，再洗佢一次，過一個水嘅啦。
How do you choose the best tasting bok choy?
白菜一定要唔好黃，青綠，即係呢啲葉咧唔好黃色，一點點咁樣啊。
I would like to choose the bok choy in a stone area, very thick and very white color, like a shiny, and the leaves really green and short. This winter season and have a best bok choy in the market. Summertime not good bok choy because it's not a good season.
啲冬菇斬好之後咧，佢定喺度，剪咗佢出嚟，邊得個剪，
After they're rehydrated, we'll cut the stems off of the mushrooms.
咁剪咗個定佢。
點解要剪啊？
佢冬菇定會係硬啲嘅，唔可以一齊嚟炆。嗱，你只可以攞嚟煲湯，攞嚟煲湯得㗎，好靚啊！
Are fresh mushrooms better than rehydrated?
乾一定係乾冬菇，
Dry will absorb more flavor, right?
乾冬菇係比較好香啲嘅。鮮嘅冬菇咧，佢就冇個味道，唔係咁樣嘅味道，唔同咁食法。嚟攣下啲水嘅，有冇水？嗱，攣乾水嘅，攣啲乾水咧，佢會更加入味。佢可以將啲味吸得好啲。
Do you prefer larger mushrooms, smaller mushrooms?
大有大嘅好食，細有細嘅好食，有啲薄啲，有啲厚啲嘅。呢只咧就算係最好噶啦，厚肉。但係你選擇嗰啲薄啲嘅，又有啲薄嘅嘢啲好平好多。嗱煲湯啊咁都好食。
呢個冬菇係貴啲㗎。
因為係靚啲。
靚啲咪貴啲咯。
Do you know the Chinese name of the type?
叫做花菇，喺啲面上嘅啫，花花咁係嘛？
好似啲花咁。
面上有花花。呢啲咧就係浸冬菇嘅水啦。浸冬菇嘅水你唔好掉咗佢，嗱，我嚟炆冬菇，好味噶，啲原汁原味。我嚟炆冬菇，炆翻落嚟炆啊。
Our dish today is called bok choy man dong gu in Cantonese, an impressively simple Chinese banquet staple. Dried shiitake mushrooms are a popular Chinese delicacy, sometimes costing hundreds of dollars a bag, due to the nutty and meaty flavors they take on during the intensive growing and drying processes. According to Chinese legend, 5 millennia ago, Shenong, a deity known as the divine farmer, blessed the world with medicinal mushrooms, amongst other natural treasures. Because of this, they're incorporated in many Chinese dishes as a healing element. Nowadays, many varieties of mushrooms are considered superfoods packed with nutrients. So bless your body with a heavenly dose of shrooms braised in the delicious sauce we're about to make next.
嘢就攞嚟切好晒啦，備好晒料啦。落味咧點樣落法咧？可以較好個碗裝埋一齊先倒落去，你可以一樣一樣俾落去又得。今次咧我就用個碗較好晒佢，一齊倒落去啦。蠔油咧我用2個湯匙。點解用咁多蠔油咧？冬菇配蠔油。
To make this dish plant-based, you can use a vegetarian oyster sauce here. We'll also add 1 tablespoon of light soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce, 1 teaspoon of sugar, a half teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of cooking wine.
How important is it to use different types of soy sauce, like dark and light?
你較中意深色啲，落多啲老抽；中意唔好咁深，落少啲咯，多啲少啲你自己。
但係一定要加少少老抽。
老抽你可以，你唔認為我唔中意加老抽都可以得。生抽咧，正式係想係調味嘅，主要嘅味就係蠔油多，蠔油炆冬菇就 really good。
To learn how to master crafting different types of sauces and flavor profiles, we're super excited to invite you to the Kanto Cooking Club, a membership where you'll learn to cook and think just like a Cantonese chef. First off, Made with Lau is here to stay and we'll still be sharing recipes and tips on YouTube every single week. So if memberships aren't your thing, no pressure. But for those of you who are super curious and passionate, if you want an expert to walk you through step-by-step how to master Cantonese cooking, then this might be perfect for you. In the Kanto Cooking Club, we're not just giving you recipes. For less than the cost of takeout, we're distilling my dad's 50 years of experience into organized, easy to follow classes, teaching you how to set up your kitchen, how to use a wok, how to craft and improvise with different flavors, and more. When you join, you get instant access to everything, and every month you'll get a new class to build on your foundation with videos, printouts, and master your recipes. It's all on demand, so you can learn at your own pace and not have to show up at specific times. Also, in our private community, you'll get to connect directly with Daddy Lau, make new friends, and cultivate better cooking habits through our weekly challenges. So if you want cooking to feel more effortless and intuitive, go to club.madewithlau.com or click the link in our description to sign up. With all our ingredients ready, we'll need a wok for this next step.
我哋首先咧將啲白菜煮熟先嗬，我哋先開火，開大火，燒隻鑊，就都唔燒到太唔使太熱，啲油上去，一個湯匙油上去，少少薑蒜落去爆香佢，慢慢火，將啲蒜頭同薑爆佢有啲香味出嚟。
We'll cook them on low heat until fragrant or about 90 seconds.
蒜頭同薑爆香咗啦，我哋咧先就用滾水落去，擺滾水上去啊。
Now we'll add 6 cups of boiling hot water to the wok. Then turn the heat to high.
快脆嚇，開慢火佢，一個茶匙嘅鹽上去，咁佢啲菜即係夠青綠，可以再俾菜落噶啦。
Now we'll add the bok choy.
開猛火，一定要開猛火。如果你唔開猛火咧，佢就啲菜就唔得夠青綠啦嚇。
We'll move them around, making sure each piece is getting cooked.
而家最錯咩？菜就炒就得啦，開定凍水，加啲 ice 上去， 咁樣咧，嗰啲菜更加爽口嫩糯。
你幾多分鐘啊
2分鐘滾一滾就可以流噶啦。嗱，而家先滾水滾啊嘛，閂火可以啦。一滾起就已經開咗油啦。如果你滾得耐咧，啲菜就唔得靚，唔得青綠咯，係嘛？腍晒咯，黃晒咯。跟住即刻倒佢過嚟，啲凍水浸一浸佢，冰水浸一浸佢。
Now we'll pour out the water still in the wok for the next step.
有冇青綠啊？夾起佢瓊水，
After shocking the cooked bok choy in ice water, we'll set them aside to drain.
喺度等佢真用嚇。而家咧就開始炆冬菇啦，開火，開慢火得㗎啦，唔使咁猛火。開埋啲水佢，閂慢火，俾油1個湯匙嘅油，擺啲薑蒜上去。
We'll add the rest of the ginger and garlic now.
慢火整香啲薑同蒜，爆香佢啊！
We'll stir fry them until fragrant or about 40 to 50 seconds.
如果薑同蒜咧就爆到金黃色咁上下㗎啦，啲冬菇擺落去，炒下冬菇，唔需要好猛火㗎，冬菇慢慢火得㗎。
We'll stir fry the mushrooms until fragrant or about 50 to 60 seconds.
啲冬菇已經聞到香味啦。燜冬菇嘅時候咧，落多少少油唔緊要，呢個係食油嘅嚇。啲少少酒上去，1個茶匙都酒上去，咁撳住佢，
After 60 seconds, we'll add some cooking wine.
更加香味啦。好香啊！我就睇用冬菇浸冬菇啲水，俾2杯水落去，
We'll add 2 cups of the mushroom soaking liquid.
叫做燜冬菇啦。呢個時候咧就加埋嗰啲味上去咯，俾埋落去。
Now we'll add the braising sauce we made earlier.
猛火啲滾出燒滾佢先至，煮滾先至慢慢燜佢，叫做燜冬菇，係嘛？
After adding the sauce, we'll cover the wok and bring it to a boil.
滾咗之後咧，收慢火佢，咁樣燜嘅時間咁燜嘅咧，燜佢10分鐘到就 OK 嘅啦。燜緊冬菇呢個時候，我哋要做咩咧？擺碟啦，啲菜擺上去。哇！啲菜幾靚，條條咁青綠，係嘛？菜擺菜嘅時候咧，廣向出。
While the mushrooms braise, we'll plate the bok choy with the stems facing out in a circle.
好啦，碟就擺好啦。冬菇燜到而家就差唔多夠時間啦，我嚟試先味佢。
After 10 minutes of braising the mushrooms covered, we'll have a taste test of the sauce.
非常正。加半個湯匙嘅雞粉上去，佢會仲正。如果你唔中意雞粉嘅，可以唔落。
To make it plant-based, you can just not add the chicken bouillon or add 1/8 of a teaspoon of MSG instead.
我仲有一樣咩話俾大家聽嗬，你知道個冬菇夠唔夠腍咧？用個筷子一篤佢就得啦，一篤就跟住已經夠晒腍噶啦。我只係燜多15分鐘到。而家咧就要埋芡啦。1匙嘅茶匙嘅生粉，頭先仲有啲冬菇水喺度，用冬菇水冇嘥咗佢開埋佢，2個湯匙冬菇水。好啦，而家埋芡啦嗬，整扒開佢喺中間先，慢慢。
We'll pour in the cornstarch slurry while stirring the sauce with the heat on low.
咁樣咧就稀少少啦，咁先加咗少少生粉，加咗半個茶匙，都係冬菇水開嚇，都係1個湯匙。
My dad adds more slurry here to get the consistency just a bit thicker.
記得埋芡嘅時候唔好開到大火，知道嘛？開大火咧，佢就會好容易一粒粒，咁就差唔多噶啦。滾先啦，蒸滾佢，最尾嘅啫，加翻啲麻油上去，1茶匙嘅麻油，咁就香噴噴啦。
Once we mix in the sesame oil, we can turn off the heat and plate. But first, I get to try the first mushroom.
夠腍啊，啲係夠爽啊！好啦，朋友們，冬菇就燜好啦，而家啦就擺上碟先嗬。
We'll place the mushrooms cap side up in the center of our plate. Don't forget to add the rest of the succulent sauce on top, and now we're ready to serve our hungry family.
Cheers! Ooh, mushroom.
The cooking.
Wow. Yeah, say thank you, yeah.
Yeah.
YouTube thinks you'll like this recipe next. Let's see if they're right. A huge thank you to our wok stars and all of our chefs in the Canto Cooking Club.